Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine by staying home. My dear students, welcome back to the 8th standard science online classes. Dear students, so in the previous class, we have discussed about the chemistry portion, that is the materials, metals and non-metals. So and their characteristics also we have discussed, and their chemical properties, physical properties, and some examples of metals and non-metals, uses. These are all we are discussed right now. Yes. So in this class, we are going to discuss about one more very important lesson in biology, that is conservation of plants and animals. So in that, what do you mean by conservation? So why we have to conserve the plants and animals, and what are the techniques will be involved to conserve the plants and animals, and as well as whatever the government has been planned to conserve the plants and animals. So these are all the topics we are going to discuss now. My dear students, as we know that our world, entire the universe, that will be made up of different kinds of animals, different kinds of plants, and some different kinds of organisms that we have seen, which means entire that universe will be consisting of a huge varieties of plants and animals that will be exist in the environment. So these both the animals and plants and some other non-biotic components, so they are all will be depend on each other, which are very essential to maintain the ecological balance. So which means, so each and every living organism that will be depend on each other. So if you take the plant will be needs carbon dioxide to manufacture the food. So do you know where the plants will be get the CO2 or carbon dioxide? In the environment. So human beings, if you take the another side, human beings, so human beings will be directly and indirectly depend on the plants for his food, right? No, so human beings require the food that is fulfilled by the plant, the carbon dioxide required by the plants for the photosynthesis that is fulfilled by the human beings. So like this, each and every living organism, they will be depend on each other to maintain the proper ecological cycle. So this means, so if it's do not depend on, if is there any damage will be happen in between the interdependence, so entire our environment become destroys. My dear students, so basically the combination of living organisms and non-living organisms, we together we call it as biodiversity. We will be find out the diverse of living different kinds of animals, different kinds of plants, different kinds of organisms, including the microorganisms and as well as macroorganisms. These combined together what we call it as biodiversity. So what do you mean by biodiversity now? So biodiversity is nothing but the combination of living things and as well as non-living things. This is what we call it as biodiversity. In the biodiversity, particularly, so we are going to know one by one. So that is deforestation. What do you mean by deforestation? Yes. So cleaning of forest and using the land for other purposes, we call it as deforestation. That means deforestation is nothing but clearing of forest and using the land for other purposes. So this will be called it as a deforestation. In another word also we can say deforestation is nothing but cutting or removal of trees or other vegetations from an area for industrial, agricultural and other purposes. This we call it as deforestation. So as we know that for what purpose we are going to cut the forest, to construction of more and more industrialization, to purpose of agriculture and some other process, so called urbanization. So these are all will be causes the deforestation, right? No, so what are the causes that will be when the deforestation is more? See, this will be land, so which means acquiring of more land for the process of cultivation. This will be also causes the deforestation. And then construction of more number of factories, construction of more number of buildings, construction of more number of houses. This also will be causes the deforestation. And then using of more number of wood materials to design our homes is also leads the deforestation. And even in a particularly in a remote areas and as well as in a rural areas or village areas, the people, common people will be using wood is only as a fuel for their manufacturing or preparing their food and some other purposes. This also will be leads deforestation. See, this what will be causes if the deforestation is more? What is the result of that? See, the natural causes of deforestation will be forest fires and drought. This whatever there are the two types of the deforestations is there. That is a man-made deforestation and natural deforestation. So man-made means the activity will be done by the human beings. Natural means nature only. That activities will be done by the nature. Like if you take the man-made activities, the cultivation, agricultural purposes, the construction of building, construction of industries or factories, construction of more number of houses, these all will becomes under the man-made causes. And natural causes means forest fire is there and then drought. So drought is also one kind of the natural cause for the deforestation and as well as forest fire. This forest fire is also one of the major cause for the drought or the deforestation phenomenon. Okay, and then volcanic eruption is also there. So this also volcanic eruption is also one of the natural forces that are very process are capable of causing the forest or deforestation or destroying of forest. And then heavy rainfalls or heavy cyclones or storms. So this also one kind of the process of natural deforestation. This also heavy kind of rains. So heavy kind of rains also will be leads the floods right now. So these floods will be as a possibility to destroy entire the forest area. So these are all the natural causes of deforestation. Okay, so next consequences of deforestation. So if the deforestation is more, what are the problems that we are going to face? So that is what we call it as consequences of deforestation. So let us discuss one by one. So the consequences of the deforestation are so increasing the temperature and as well as increasing of pollution level on the earth. As we know that if the temperature will be because of the deforestation, the temperature become increases. And not only the temperature, the pollution level is also increases. Few days back that we are observed right now. So one of the metropolitan city, that is Delhi. So how much problem they are facing because of the pollution level is more in that area. So this will be happen because of the deforestation. In the Delhi area, there is a more industrialization is the. It is in one of the capital city of India. Hence, the more and more vehicles and more cutting of trees will be takes place in that city. That will be leads day by day. The pollution level become increases. Now they are do not getting the sufficient amount of oxygen for their breathing. So this will be caused because of the deforestation. So then next one more consequences of the deforestation is increasing the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere that will be leads global warming. So as we know that what do you mean by global warming? Yes, increasing the average temperature of the earth surface that is we call it as global warming. This will be takes place because of increasing the level of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere. This carbon dioxide will be play a major role to absorb the more amount of heat that is produced by the sun, and then the temperature, this will be leads the increasing of temperature of the earth surface or atmosphere. So what happen if the temperature of the earth become increases? Yes, whatever the glossaries is present in the polar regions, that will be starts melting, and entire the earth surface is covered by the water only, and entire the ecological cycle or the biodiversity become destroys. That's why we have to maintain the sufficient, that the earth will be has a sufficient amount of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. If the temperature or the concentration of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere become increases, that will be leads the global warming, that is nothing but increase the level of earth's temperature. So and then the next third consequences of the deforestation is lowering of groundwater level. As we know that lowering of groundwater level. So now we are in the nearby the Chikbalapur and Kolar, some other districts right now. So we are facing lot of water problems in that local areas. So some of the bore wells we are going to dig more than 200 feet also. If we dig the 200 feet also, we are not able to get the sufficient amount of water. Why? Because here the rate of deforestation is more. This will be fails to get the sufficient amount of rainfall in those areas where the forest concentration is very less. Where the concentration of the forest is very less, in that area the low rainwater falling is also become very less. Why? Because these forest will be check the clouds and will be falls the heavy rainfalls. Those where the greenish or forests is more in number, in that area we will be get the more number of rain. But what about where the forest is very less in number? In that area we didn't get the sufficient amount of rainfall. This will be leads the lowering of groundwater level. So this is also one of the consequence of deforestation. And the next one, that is it will be entirely disturb the balancing in the nature. As we know that previously each and every living organism, including the plants and animals, both are interdependent on each other. If the deforestation is more, this entirely disturb the nature. Is it right? If the deforestation become more, as we know that the CO2 carbon dioxide concentration become increases, so the earth temperature is also increases. This will be leads damaging of our ecological cycle. Not only this will be causes the deforestation will be causes the decreasing of rainfall. So this will be leads drought and the soil erosion. What do you mean by soil erosion? See, soil erosion is nothing but the removal of the top layer of the soil because of the heavy rainfalls or air. So because of the natural disasters, removal of the top layer of the soil due to natural disasters like heavy rainfalls or floods. So this we call it as soil erosion. So if the deforestation will become more, means the soil erosion will also increases. So what is the difference? What is the interrelevant or relationship between the deforestation and soil erosion? Yes. Why? Because the plants have a capability to hold the soil. In the plants will be grows, that root part of the plant body will be grows towards the soil right now. These roots have a capability or capacity to hold the soil. But if the deforestation will be takes place, if the plants number become decreases, means what will happen? The plants will be fails to hold the soil. This will be leads the soil erosion. And as well as this the plants or the deforestation will be leads decreasing of soil fertility. As we know that the plants require some other nutrients and minerals for the manufacturing of food and other. Even if you come to the agricultural process also, the whatever we are giving artificial manures, apart from this the plants also require some natural fertilizers or the natural nutrients and minerals. This will be, if the deforestation is more means these are also will be disturbed, entire the soil fertility is also disturbed. And even if the soil erosion is more, this will be leads because of the deforestation, this will be fails to the soil will be fails to hold the water holding capacity. This will be loses, the soil will be loses the soil holding or water holding capacity. So these are all the consequences of deforestation. So what are the consequences of deforestation? Increasing the temperature, increasing the pollution level on the earth's surface, and increase the level of carbon dioxide, and it will be leads the global warming and lowering of groundwater level, entirely disturbing of ecological cycle, decreasing the rainfall and increasing of drought areas, soil erosion, increase the soil erosion, and as well as the decreasing of water holding capacity in the soil. So these are all the consequences of deforestation. I hope you understand the consequences of deforestation.